Okay, now we're ready to learn how to make our first round on our granny square. Okay, we've got our little loop here that we started with. This is my yarn tail hanging right here, hanging loose. What I'm going to do for the first round of my granny square, I'm going to work over this thread. So I'm going to kind of keep this right behind the little ring and work over that, because when we're finished, we want to pull that up to close the hole in the center. On some patterns you don't have to. It's something that some patterns call for, so we might as well do that while we're learning. Anyway, round 1 of our granny square consists of 4 shells. Each shell is made of 3 double crochets each. Between each of those is a corner, and the corner is made of 2 chains each. So when you do double crochet, you have to start with a chain 3 because of the height of the stitch. So we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That chain 3 that I just made is called beginning chain 3. Okay? Okay, and we count that as 1 double crochet. So then we're going to double crochet. To do that, we yarn over the hook. Okay, and then we insert the hook in the center of our little ring. And then we yarn over and draw a piece of yarn through. We have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and draw it through 2 loops. Then we'll yarn over again and draw through 2 more loops. So we have our little ring, our chain 3, and our double crochet. And now we're going to have to make another double crochet to complete our shell. So yarn over, insert the hook in the ring, draw some yarn, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, draw through 2 of them, yarn over, draw through 2 more loops. Now if we look, we have our first shell finished. 1, 2, 3 double crochet. This is called a beginning chain or a beginning double crochet chain. And now it's time to make a corner. To make a corner, chain 2. That's the big task of making a corner. Okay, now we're going to make another 3 double crochet shell, and we're going to yarn over the hook, insert it in that same little ring, draw up a loop, got the 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, draw through 2, draw through 2. Okay, my tension string's starting to get a little, now I'll have to fix that. There we go. Okay, and that loop there, that hole, that's your corner. Down here is the little loop that we're going to keep working in. Okay, so we're going to make 2 more double crochets. So we yarn over the hook, insert it in the center of the ring, catch the yarn, draw it through, yarn over, draw through 2, draw through 2. Second double crochet of that shell. Now we're going to make a 3rd. Yarn over, insert in that little same space, catch the yarn, draw it through, yarn over, draw through 2, yarn over, draw through 2. We have first corner of our square. 2 shells, 2 chains. Okay, we're going to pivot this to the right a little so that we can make our next corner. Chain 2, 1, 2. Okay, now we need to make another shell, and that's made of 3 double crochet. Double crochet, yarn over the hook, insert it in the hole, catch the yarn, draw it through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, draw through 2, yarn over, draw through 2. 1, make another double crochet, yarn over, poke it through, catch it, draw it through, yarn over, draw through 2, draw through 2. And I'm going to hurry up and make this third one here. Okay, that's your other 3 double crochet shell. So you got 1, 2, 3 shells. So I'm going to pivot it this way. Okay, now that's starting to get close right there. So I'm just going to tug a little bit and it'll draw it around to make it more square. See? Alright, now I'm going to make another corner by chaining 2. 1, 2. Okay. Now I need to put 3 more double crochet in the same hole. Okay. Yarn over, pull it through, drawing over, draw through 2, draw through 2. What's great about double crochet is you got this nice little rhythm going. Yarn over, poke it through, draw it through, draw through 2, draw through 2. When you're watching TV or playing music, you can make these granny squares really quickly because you can work in the rhythm of the music. Okay, I got my 4 shells made. Now I need 1 more corner. So I chain 2. Alright, now your pattern's going to say slip stitch in top of beginning chain 3. This is the first shell we made. This is the beginning chain 3. And say 1, 2, 3 of them. See that? Okay. So you insert your hook in the middle of that stitch and they'll be under 2 threads. If you look behind it, you can see there's 2 threads there. I'm getting too close to the camera there. And that's how your hook goes in. Okay, and then you catch the yarn and you draw it through and you draw through the one that's already on your hook. And you can pull this one up a little bit. And that's called a slip stitch. Okay, normally I say don't draw your loop tight, but for a slip stitch you can do that. That's the anchoring stitch to finish your square. So now we have round 1 of our granny square finished. Now if you want the center of your granny square to look more like a flower, since we worked over that thread, if you look at the back, you can pull that and it'll pull that hole shut. Now we'll flip it back over. And as you finish each granny square, you'll want to take a yarn needle and weave your tail in and out of your work. Never cut your string short or your square is going to fall apart. Okay, now in your next video, we'll do round 2.